Mm, like we can create some nested list. One, uh, hello. Here we can create 5,6,7. So here we can see like this is the nested list. So how we can call this? So now if we want to call this one, so we can use this simple 0. If we will write the 1, then this string will come. Sorry, I didn't run this program. Hello. Now, if you want to only call this first character or second character or anything like, so if you want to print the second character of this, so again H is for the 0 index for the first, E is the one first index. So if we write the 1, then it will give the E value. You can see over here. Similar to this, for like if you want to this, so 2, 1, then it will give the 6. So how, so this is the way we can access the list element. Sometimes we have a lot of data set, like a very huge data set, and we have to take some slicing or take some of the data set from that. So like if I'm having list, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like this. Now I need the only the 4 values, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how can I take this? So I want to print place this value into the another variable. So a equal to name of that list, and then we can slicing. For the slicing, we use the colon. So now we require the 3 to 6. So 1 is for the 0, 2 is the 1, and 3 is the second. So we have to start with the second. Second, 6 is the third, fourth, fifth. 6 is the fifth variable. But when we put fifth over here, then it will give only the we have to print out also this print a. So it will give only 3 to 4, 3, 4, 5. That is the 2, 3, 4. That did not gives the fifth values. So whenever we require the values, so we have to put n plus 1 number over here. So if we will write the 6, then it will give 2, 3, 4, and 5 values over here. So at the index 2, this is the 3, index 3, index 4, and index 5. So this is the way by which we can slice or we can take the some portion of the list. Suppose if you want to consider initial 4 values only. So if you want to take the initial 4 values, so you don't write to anything over here because it started from the 0. You can also write the 0 over here. That is not a big issue. And if you want to write 5, 4, so you have to write the 5 over here, and then you can click on. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, so if you need the 4 values, so 0, 1, 2, 3. So you have to write the 4, n plus 1 index, and this is giving the 1, 2, 3, 4. Suppose if you want to end, so you don't end of the values. So you don't need to write anything like at the end, but you if you want to start from the 4, then you can write over there 4. Then you can see like fourth index is 4, fourth index is value is 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So basically where we can use this slicing. So suppose you have a data set like 100 samples, and during the machine learning you want to distribute this data set into the training and testing sequentially. So initially 70% data for the like training, and at end of the 30% data for the testing. So you can like here over here. So like you require training session, training equal to test list. So like there are totals 10 with 10 samples. So you can write 0 to 8. Oh, sorry, 0 to 8. And test data set, test equal to test list. This, then you can print train data set, like train comma training, and print test data set comma test. So you can see like here I've considered the 80%. So like if you want to this, so this is the slicing. And like over here you can see, like if you want to remove the last 4 values, you can use the -4 over here. So you will get the complete list, removing the last 4 digit. If you want to remove initial 4 digit, then you can write the -4 over here in the starting, uh, and then you can get the at the end of remove the starting 4 values, and then you'll get other values over there. The next thing is, suppose like we have a list, and now we want to append the values. So suppose we have a data set, and after that we want to add some values in that data set. So there are 4 ways in the to add the element in a list. First is the append. So here you can see we have considered the list x equal to 1 comma sham comma 25. So 1 is the serial number, sham is the name of that person, and 25 is the age of that person. Now I would like to add that person is the male or the female. So I would like to, this person is a male, so I would like to add the gender of this person. So we can use the append command for that. So the name of the list is x over here. So when we use the x dot append bracket male, then it will be at the end of this list. At the end of this list, if you have the two different lists, like x equal to 1 comma sham comma 25, and y is the male comma 25,000. So if you will write the x dot append y, so it will create the nested list. It will not create at the single list. It will create the nested list, because this is the another list and this is the another list basically. So the issue with the append is, if you want to add the element at the end of the data, and only single element basically. So you can add the single element, you cannot add the multiple element. So here you can see this is the male single element. Here is also the single element, single list basically. So this is not the multiple list, multiple data basically. This is a single element or single list basically. So in the append there is a issue, like we cannot add the multiple data, or we can only add at the end of the uh, list basically. We cannot add in the between, like if I want to add the in between the sham and 25, we can't add the element over here. So for that, the second command is used for the insert. Insert is basically remove the first thing. Like in this, with the help of the insert, you can put the values in between anywhere where you want to add. So here you can see 1 comma sham comma 25, same thing, and y is equal to male comma 25,000. So this is the gender and this is the salary of that person. So like when you put the insert, so x dot insert 3 comma y, so 0 1 2, third position is this. So this is the end. If you write the 2 comma y, then it will come 1 comma sham comma male comma 25,000 and then 25. But again, the issue with the insert is you cannot add the multiple element with the insert also. So this is only the single element. You can add only the single element over here. So so that's why we go for the extend. So in the extend, we can add the multiple values. So suppose you have the two list 1 comma sham comma 25, that is the x, and y is the male comma 25,000. So when you write x dot extend y, it will give a single list to you. This is not a nested list, and you can see like 1 comma sham comma 25 male comma 25,000. But in this condition, you cannot insert at some position. It will add at the end of the list basically. And the fourth one is the plus operator basically. So in the plus operator, like x equal to this, y equal to this, so you can add print x plus y basically. So in this also you can add the multiple multiple values over here. So this is the way by which you can add the element in the Python list. If you want to delete in the Python, so there is a command del, which is used to delete the values or the list, or like some of the values of complete list. So here, like if you want to, this is A is the 0 index, B is the 1 index, C is the 3 index. So if you want to delete this value of C over here, so the index value of the C is the sec2. So delete name of the list, which is the my list, and put the 2. So if you see, then like in the updated list, the C value is removed over here. Similarly, if you want to delete like a bunch of the data, so like if you want to delete 2 to 4, so like you can use this one. So A B C D E F G H, and 0 1 2 3 you want to C and D and E remove. So you can write delete my list 2 colon 4, then you will get the other variables. If you want to delete the entire list, so you can write delete my list, then your entire list will be deleted. And after that, I try to print the my list. So we have already deleted the list. So it is showing like list is not defined. So this is the all about the list basically. Next data type is the tuple. So basically tuple is similar to the list, but what is the difference between the list and tuple? So the difference between the list and tuple is that we cannot change the element in the tuple. So we can change the element during the runtime in a list, but in tuple we cannot change the value of the tuple. So what is the advantage of this? Like it takes much faster than the uh, list basically. So if you run the program, then if you are considering the tuple, and you are then the programming speed, computational time is less as compared to the list. And if you are working on the some machine learning model or deep learning models, healthcare or some application where the computational time is important, so at that position we use the tuple uh, on the behalf of the uh, list basically. So how to define the tuple? It is also similar to that. So in the list, we use the big bracket. In the tuple, we use the small bracket. So if you're writing anything in a small bracket, that is the tuple. If you're writing anything in big bracket, that is the list. So here, first I created the empty tuple, that is the my tuple equal to small bracket. Then if you want to create the integers similar to the list, like 1 2 3 mix, you can also create the mixed data type similar to the list, 1 comma hello comma 3.5. You can also create the nested tuple similar to the list, like this is the uh, hello string, uh, this is the basically list in the tuple, and this is the tuple in the list, the tuple in the tuple basically. So you can create nested also. Uh, Assessment is also similar to the list, like if you want to access the a value, then you have to write my tuple bracket 0, because this is the 0 index and 0 index. If you're writing the my tuple 5, so 0 1 2 3 4 5 is the f basically. So when you print this, like the index is total 7, 0 to 7. So if I'm printing the my tuple 8, that means there is no tuple at this range. So it is giving the error tuple index out of range, because here the values are 8, but the values are 8, but the index is 0 to 7. So if you are writing the 8, then it will give the error. You can also use the slicing like 1 to 3. If you want to use, then you can write the slicing also similar to the list. So the main thing is changing in tuple. So like I've created a tuple, my tuple 1, which is 1 2 3. Now I'm changing my tuple 1 0. So which previously the value is 1, and now I'm changing this 1 is to by the string hello, and then I'm printing the my tuple. So it gives an error like tuple object does not support the item assignment. So like if you have created a tuple, then you cannot change the tuple values. But if we see like list in the below diagram, below example, so my list 1 equal to 1 2 3, this is the list, and when I'm changing the value of the 0 position, my list 1 0 equal to hello, and then I'm printing, so it changes. So that this is the main important thing in the difference between the tuple and the list. In the tuple, you cannot change the value, but in list, you can change the value during the runtime also. So this is all about the tuple and the list. So there are some inbuilt function which you can use for the list and tuple. So like uh, here you can see I created the two tuples. One is the my tuple 1 2 3 4 5 6, and one list A B C D. So if you want to calculate the length of this tuple or list, then you can use the command length over here. So you can see the over here. So this is the length command. For length command, you can use for the length of the tuple. So sometimes like you have to require if you are using for loop, so how many times you have to apply for the for loop, so you have to calculate the length of that data set, and then based on that you can apply like for loop from 0 to length. So you can calculate the length directly by the length command. If you want to calculate the max value, you can use the max command. uh, that is also uh, you can use for the list and tuple both. You can also use the minimum value, minimum command for the minimum value, min. Similarly, if you want to sort it, then you can use the sorted. So it will give the sorted value to you. If you want to like sum, so you can also use the sum command. So like here in the my list 1 ABCD PM, so this is the alphabetical, this is the string basically in the Python. So that's why you cannot use the sum command. But here in the tuple, you can see like this is the integer values, so you can use the sum command. So that's why in this over here, it is giving the error basically. So these two are very, very important during the machine learning programming, and like when you are writing the program uh, before the like applying the machine learning for the data processing or segregating the data. Uh, the next thing is the dictionary. Basically, if you talk about the list and the tuple, these are the ordered collection. So these are the ordered collection, sequential collection basically. But if we talk about the dictionary is an unordered collection of the key values. It's generally used. We have a huge amount of data, like so. Dictionary are optimized for the retrieving the data. So how can we create the dictionary basically? So list we can use. We use the big bracket. Tuple we use the small bracket, and for the dictionary we use the middle bracket basically. So this is the empty bracket. Like if you want to use the integer key, so here in the dictionary you have to write the key first, and then you have to write. So if the key is integer, integer that means 1 or 2. So here you can see like one, and then colon, and then name, type of name. type of variable and whatever the information. Similar to 2, this is the 1. You can also create the mixed keys like name, age is the integer value, name is the sham. So you can also create the uh, mixed keys. So uh, let us take an example like we have to we have to develop a record for a student. So the ID of that student is 101, or roll number we can say. The name of the student is Alice. So she is studying in the machine learning programming course, and she joined in the 2024 spring courses, and the grades of the maths is 90, and the Python is 95. So we can see like here there are multiple mixed keys. So here we can see this key is 101. This is the integer key. Course is the string key. Here we can see this is the mix. This is the tuple basically. So 2024 and the string. So this is the tuple key. And here we can see this is the string key. So dictionary can be the also be the mix key basically. Uh, Tuple and set. Basically, set dictionary is a type of the if you see the initial like so if we talk about the dictionary, dictionary is a type of the set basically. So list and tuple basically are the ordered data set. And if you talk about the dictionary, then dictionary is not the ordered, unordered data set basically. So how to access the element from the dictionary? So basically, is there any question? No. So how to access the element from the dictionary? So like if you want to access the name, so because this is the like uh, where is that? Sorry. Uh, yeah. Here you can see this is name is the keys, age is the key. So you can use this key and then you can access that data set. So like if you want to access the name, then print my dictionary, this is the name of the dictionary and then the name of the key basically. So you can this sham. If you want to change, add or delete in the dictionary, so like if you want to add something in this or you want to change this, so age is 25. If you write my dict is equal to 28, then this 25 will be changed. So here you can see like 28. If you want to add, so my dict name of the dictionary, this is the my dict, and then the gender equal to male, then it will add with the dictionary. If you want to delete, then you can use the delete command, my dict and age, then if you write the age, then age will be deleted from the dictionary. So these are the some common commands for the dictionary also. So like if you want to create the nested dictionary, suppose like you have a 5 students, so you want to add the name of the student, course, and what is the GPA grade of those students. So like you can create a nested dictionary. So 101 is the uh, 101 and then name of that person, then course, and then GPA, then name of the 102, roll number 103, 104, and 105. So if you want to see the grade of the 101, then you can just write student 101, then you will get the all the information about the 101. And then you can change and do everything. So these are the some data types, important data types during the uh, mm, Python. Basically, it is very important. So now we will do one example. It is very important. So you have to create a dictionary representing a 5 employee in the company, and each employee dictionary should contain this is the ID, uh, name of the employee, department, and salary of the employer. And then we will do some sort of the uh, experiment with these data sets. So sometimes we receive the Excel file in which we have already the ID, name, department, and salary. So like if we don't right now we don't have, so you have to create a dictionary which is containing the ID, name of the employee, department of the employee, and the salary of the employee. So first we have to create list of dictionary. So we have to create a list basically. So for the list we use this bracket and then list of dictionary. So these are the dictionaries. So there are total 5 employees. So ID 101, name, department, and salary. So 101 is so John, and department is the HR, and salary is the 50,000. Similar to ID is to 102, Alice, department IT, salary 60,000. Similar to the other participants. So uh, we have to write a function like suppose to add a new employee in the list. So we have to write a new function to add a new employee, like someone is joining the company. So we have to add that information in the same list. So we have to create a function for that. So uh, previously we have already discussed for the function, we have to write the define word keyword, which is the def, then name of the function. So here we are written add employees, and then what is required, ID, name, department, and salary. And like we have to add in this list. So the name of the list is employees. So then ID equal to ID, name equal to name, department equal to department, and this. So when you click on add, this is the function. So now you have to call the function. So we have to write the add employee. This is the name of the function, and then this is the name of the list, and then the information which we have to add in the list. So here we can see the ID. So ID is already 105 completed. So the new ID is 106. The name is the Fiona, and she joined the sales department, and her salary is 50,000 rupees. So when you run this command, then you will get the add the this employee into the existing list basically. Second is the function to remove an employee by their ID. So now we added the employer over here. If we want to remove an employee, so you have to write a function. So again, same function for function, we have to write define and then name of the function, and we have to remove by using the only the ID. Now we don't have to give the all the information. We have give only the ID. So we have to first match with the ID, and then we have to remove that the all the details of that ID. So the input and this is the list, and this is the ID only. So then we have to apply the for loop. So for loop, here we have considered the variable employee in employees, and then we are checking the employee ID. So if employee ID is similar to this ID, if this is similar, then we remove that employee from the employees dictionary list. And if not, then it will go back to the for loop, then again check the other ID, then again check the other ID, and whenever it will get the that ID, then it will come outside, and then it will remove the so this is the function. So during the main function we have to call that function. So we have written remove dot underscore employee, that is the function name. Then we write the list, and then we put the ID. So it will go over here, this ID will go over here, and then it will remove the that employee. Next is the what is this? Uh, so write a function to update the salary of an employee based on their ID. So like if you want to update the salary, so like in the next year there are some changes in the salary. So now you want to update the salary. So you have to again define a function. So that's why function is very important. That's why I'm creating a new function everywhere. So whenever you need that function, you can call that function. So def is the again keyword for the function. Then this is the function name. Then this is the employee ID and new salary. Because we have to, this is the list. We have to check that ID and then update the salary. So again, same thing like for employee and employee, then check the ID. And if the ID is matched, then it goes into the if loop, and then the salary of that employee is changed by the new salary. And whenever it will change, then it break and come outside. So this is the function of the this. And during the main function we have to call. So this is the how do we call, then write the function, then enter the uh, argument like employees ID number and the salary. uh, Similarly, like suppose if you want to, if you have to create a function to find an employee by their ID, and you want to know everything about the every information about that ID at that employee, so you have to write that function. So how to write that function? So it is similar, like define the function, name of the function, then employee and ID. Same thing of the previous one. We have checked the employee and employees. If employee ID is, if employee ID is uh, same the ID which we required the information, then return the employee, and then we can print the employee information. If there is no employee in that, then it will give the return none, and it will show that there is no employee in this company with the name. So this is all about the data types, and one very good example how to work in like in practical implementation. So next, we will cover the some of the libraries. So I'll explain how to install and use the libraries. We will not go in detail of these libraries because some like scikit-learn and keras and these libraries will cover during the when the machine learning sessions will start, and during their hands-on session basically. So we will discuss NumPy, pandas, and matplotlib in a very uh, brief like. So basically, what is a Python libraries? Python library is a collection of function and method that allow to perform many actions without writing your own code basically. So like suppose if you want to apply the decision tree, so there are two ways. Like either you can write a complete code of the decision tree based on the mathematics, and Python is very popular because there are a lot of the available libraries. So you can use the scikit-learn, and then directly you can apply the uh, decision tree or some other machine learning models. But I always prefer to you, it is on, if you are the beginner, then you should go for the use the libraries. If you are not a beginner, if you are doing some research, then you should go for the with the mathematics and try to write your own code basically. So many popular Python libraries are the pandas, NumPy, SciPy, scikit-learn, keras for the visualization like matplotlib and the Seaborn. So we'll see some of the basic of the matplotlib and some of the graphs with the help of the matplotlib and the Seaborn also. So these are the some of the libraries. There are a lot of many different libraries are available. So first of thing, how to install the libraries. So some of the libraries are already installed, like NumPy, pandas. If you are getting the issue like this library, this is library is not installed, then you can use uh, exclamation pip, this command, and then install, and then so like if you are because you if you install the anaconda, then you don't need to install the pip and other things. But if you are if you are using the uh, basic Python 3, then you have to first install the pip and then upgrade and then other things. So uh, like if you want to install the pip, then if you want to install anything, any libraries, so you have to use the exclamation pip and then install and then name of that library. So like and if you want to upgrade that, so hyphen upgrade. So like if you want to install the pandas library. So exclamation pip install and pandas. If you want to install NumPy, Matplotlib, so you can use the same thing. Scikit-learn and everything like you can use the same thing. Keras and other thing also. So after the installation, we should first import the libraries. So like if we require the NumPy, so first we have to import NumPy. So there is no need of this. Like you can use only the import NumPy, but like if when you are writing the program, then you require the NumPy a lot of time. So for that reason, like we can give a short name or the alias of that NumPy. So like here you can see matplotlib.pyplot. This is a very big word. So we can convert this name as a very short name. Like so here NumPy is NP. So uh, now we can call in the program NumPy as a NP only. Similarly, SciPy is SP, Pandas is PD. You can write NumPy as a anything like NT, NU, whatever you want. You can write it. So like Pandas is PD, Cbon is SNS. So this is only the aliasing or the short name of the Python libraries. So like if I talk about the pandas, so I will just discuss very basic things like how to import the data or how to import the Excel or CSV file, and then I'll not discuss more detail like reprocessing and anything in today's lecture. So if we talk about the pandas, then pandas is proper Python library for the data analysis. So data set must be prepared before the training. In the case, pandas develop this specific for the data extraction, the preparation. So suppose I've already shared, not I'm me, like Surinder sir already shared one Excel file with you. So like if you want to, because if you do some machine learning programming, so you have the data set. That data set may be in the Excel, maybe in the CSV. So uh, we have already shared one Excel file with all of you guys. That is the Iris data set. So how to import that data set into our Jupyter notebook. So we'll see. So like so first we have to write the library pandas. So import pandas as PD. Now, like I would like to, you can give any name like data frame, data, anything, and then PD. PD is the pandas dot what is the name of the file? And this file is CSV file. So if the file is CSV, then you have to write PD dot read CSV. If the file is Excel file, then you have to write the PD dot read Excel. Then bracket. Now you have to write the R and then the path of that file in between this. So the path of my file is ND. So I'm copying my path from here. D, and then the name of the file is iris.csv. So now my file is in this data. So if I want to see this, so data, so you can see like this is the data. This is the Excel file. So there are 4 features: sepal length, sepal weight, petal weight, petal width, and then the variety. This is the class like Setosa. These are 3 different classes in this data set. So this is the way by which we can uh, like upload the data on the Excel file or the CSV file on the Jupyter notebook or any Python ID. Uh, so like if you want to suppose if you want to do something from this, so like if you want to put the data one only the sepal length, so the same thing which I discussed with you guys list how to take the list and the slicing and other things, you can do same thing over here. So like I need only the first column, only the first feature sepal length. So the name of the file is data. So you can write this and then enter the sepal dot length. So then you print the data one. Then you can, oh sorry, did you print? Oh, I didn't put the. So you can see like in the data one there is only the single value, that is the single features sepal length. So there are a lot of different things with the pandas library. So in the further classes, further experts will explain. Second is the NumPy. So NumPy is also very big library and very useful library. So basically it is for the multi-dimensional array and the matrix processing basically. So during the linear algebra, hands-on on the linear algebra, you will be able to understand the in the detail about the NumPy libraries. So we can create the arrays from the NumPy libraries. So here you can see like if you want to create the one dimension array, so import NumPy np.array 1 2 3. If you want to create the two-dimension array, three-dimension array, then you can use the NumPy libraries. You can also do some scientific mathematical operation, like if you want to calculate the absolute minimum value, maximum value, multiply, and flow division. So you can directly use these commands np dot absolute, np dot minimum, np dot maximum for with the array. So let's suppose here this data one is not the array, data one is the data frame basically from the pandas. So you can convert this data one as a numpy as an array. So how you can convert np dot array bracket the name of that, so data one. So this is the data frame. Now I'm converting into array and like okay, sorry. So we don't import the we don't import this. So first we have to import the np, import numpy as np, and then we can do this. First import. So now you can see. So now you can use this some mathematical expression which is suitable for the numpy. So like if you want to calculate the maximum value, so maximum equal to np dot max, and the this is the data one. So you can find the maximum value from this. Uh, like you have to print or you have to write max. If you want to take the minimum value, then you can use the minimum value. You can mean also. So you can do different. You can sort this data. So you can do different tasks with the help of these NumPy libraries. The next is the matplotlib, which is also very important library for the plotting the graph and other things. So like if you want to see the data, like you want to visualize the data, then you can use the matplotlib library. So it is also not directly used related to the machine learning, but if you want to see how like before the apply the machine learning, you want to see uh, is there any noise in my data, is there any like spike in my data. So if you want to see visualize your data, then you can use the matplotlib. So it is a 2D plotting library, so it creates the 2D graph. So for this we use the import matplotlib dot pyplot as so here like so there are a lot of different graphs. Some of them are bar graph, histogram, scatter plot, pie plot, area plot, different plots you can uh, plot with the help of the matplotlib. So we will see some of the plots with the same data set, with the same data one. So like first we have to import matplotlib as here. Sorry, let's check this. Yes. So now like if I want to plot this data one, So first plot is like see line plot, similar simple line plot. So I would like to see the simple line plot. So plt dot plot, for the simple plot we have to use plot command, and then we can put the data one. So you can see like this is the plot. Similarly, if you want to plot some bar graph and some other thing, histogram, then you can use the hist command over here, plt.hist. If you want to scatter plot between the two variables, then you can use the scatter plot. If you want to use the like compare plot between these, so you have to use the Seaborn library. So then you can plot the uh, like pair plot between these variables. So here four features: petal width, petal length, and petal width, petal length, sepal width, sepal length. So you can see like petal width to petal width is so there is no meaning like but if you see the petal width to the petal length, so you can see this is the plot between these two variables similar to the others. So suppose I'll give you some basics, like we have 5 to 10 minutes more, and then you can ask the question answer session. Uh, suppose like um, so if you see this figure, if you see this figure, uh, so there is no labeling, like there is no title, no x-axis, no y-axis. So we can just see how we can do that. So like first of all, I would like to fix the size of this plot. So how you can fix the size of this plot? So for that, you can write figure equal to plt dot figure bracket fix size. So here you can see, so figure plt is for the matplotlib plot, matplotlib plot alias, and then dot figure size. So this is the 7,4. 7,4, that means this is in the inches. So 7 is the width, 4 is the height. So when we run this, what's the happen? Fixed size is not defined. Sorry. So now you can see like this is the 7 plus 4, and like we can minimize this. So now you can see like 7 is the x-axis, or we can also change this. Sorry, from Z 3, 5, 2. So you can see this. Now I would like to add the title. So you can write as a plt dot title. So this is the, what is this? This is the sepal length of iris data. So you can see like, yes, now you can see this is the title of this plot. Like if you want to add the title like x-axis and y-axis values title, then so for that labeling, so if you want to label the x-axis, so we have to use x label, and then you can write the name, what is the x label. So we can say like samples, and the plt dot y labels. So y labels is the we can say magnitude and whatever this magnitude. Mhm. Sorry. So you can see like in the x-axis again we put the label, and the y-axis we also put the label. Suppose if you want to change the color of this graph, so you can use the some commands, color, color, color. So by default, this is the blue. So if you want to change the red, then you can use the R. So you can see like the color is changed. And you want to like black. So for the black, we use the K. So you can find on the Google what is the if you need any color, then you can see on the Google. So like this is the continuous graph. If you want to use the dotted and anything, so again you can use in the same thing plt.pyplot data1, then color, then comma, then you can write the like line style. So what line style you required? So like you require the dash, and so this is the dot. As you have to write the dash, sorry, so dash, or like you want to change this thing. So this is the way by which you can change the uh, graph, well, display of the graph. Suppose like when you this is if you want to like if you're printing some graph and you want to put this in the research paper, research article, at that time you want to change the size of the labels and other things, so you can do that also. So if you want to change the X label size figure, then you can write the font size, because some of the journals specify that this should be the size of this label, and this should be the size of the title of this graph. So you can use this thing. So font size you can use like X label, so 10, and the font size equal to 10. So you can see. So you can also change, like if you want to increase that size, 25, sorry, 25. So you can see like this size is the 25 and size of this y-axis is the 10. So you can change this size. Uh, if you want to change the like these 0, 20, 40, 40, 60, the size of these points, so you can use the command plt dot xtick, uh, plt dot xtick, same font size. So you can see like now we can change 25. You can see the difference, where you can see like this is increase. So if L, you can see like this. Sometimes for the like to improve the graph, we use the we would like to rotate these values. So you can also do that thing. So like rotation, you can use the rotation command over here. Rotation, which is like if you want to 45 degree, then you can use the 45. So here you can see like this is the 45. You want to 90-degree change, like 90, and so so like so you can do these. There are a lot of different tasks you can do with the graph. So when you are writing the paper, you are writing submitting some publication, then you have to just check the guidelines of these those article this publishers, and then you can change your graph and everything based on that. So I hope so. I all these things are available in the my PPT. So like size of the text. So this is from my side. So I hope now you will able to do some hands-on experiments in the upcoming sessions. So thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. If you have any doubt, anything, then you can. uh, How to download the image? Okay, wait a minute. Uh, so there are two ways. Like you can save the figure in the high DPI, because when we put these diagrams into the for the research articles, then we require the high DPI graph. So you can use the uh, save figure options and then save the figures. What is the difference between the Google Colab coding and this one? Uh, like uh, Basically, if you have the good computational system, then I will prefer to work on the your system. But if you don't have the good higher GPU and any other thing, then I will prefer to you to go for the Google Colab. But the drawback of the Google Colab is uh, so you need the internet first thing all the time, and the session time and the session time is less. So sometimes like after 20 of you are your program is running, and after the 24 hours uh, it close basically due to the efficient session time out. So some of these are the issues. But if you talk about the programming are same. If you write the same code in Jupyter Notebook and Google Colab, the same code will work in both the places. And in the industry, people are not using the Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook is basically for the uh, initial purpose. So like most of the industry, people are using the VS Code because like Jupyter Notebook is the static. So suppose if you are doing some program and some project like in which the real time data is coming. So suppose there is one example of my PhD work. So we collect the data from the human participants of the EMG signals, and we have to plot the data in the real time. So in that case, Jupyter Notebook fail. So you cannot. This is only for the static purpose. You cannot do the programming during the dynamic basically. So that's why in that condition, low, researchers and the industrialists use the PyCharm or maybe the VS Code. Uh, I'll ask to the like you can please create another WhatsApp. You can ask to the Surender sir regarding the another WhatsApp group. So for that, please show previous slide. This one. So if you have any doubt, then you can ask, or like I'm giving my personal email ID. You can email to me. First plotting slide. Don't worry. I'll share this PPT with the Surender sir. So he will share with you all guys. If you have any other question, other doubts, any other issues, then you can ask. So if you are the beginner, then start with the Jupyter Notebook. If you have the basic ideas, then you should start from the VS Code. If you want to go in the industry, then you should start with the VS Code. A presentation is not available in the Raman Lab website. Okay, I will share with the Splendor sir. He will share with you, and I will also upload on the Raman Lab website. Don't worry. So I hope.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Ankit, for a nice and detailed work, hands-on exercises. And I'm sure the participants, they enjoyed it a lot. And